Hello there, everyone. I'm Logan Wilkins, and welcome to technically a two-in-one video because I wanted to draw. I'm gonna be doing this from now on. That way, I have. Damn it. Sorry, voicemail's been bothering me for the past couple weeks. I don't want to set a voicemail. Anyway, so I'm gonna be doing two-in-one videos from now on, where I basically combine both. The review of the last one, which I have a lot of stuff to say about how Poe versus Iron Fist, and and the and the predictions of the next one, on which again I have a lot of stuff to say about Steven versus Star. Let's start off with the review because that's an obvious one I should talk about first. So, overall opinion on the fight on it. And I'll go over it. Now, the intro, I like how he did it. They made it a good intro. Like, they said the main connection, which was one I didn't even think about, which made this match a lot more entertaining for me because I realized they had a couple more or things in common than I initially thought. Still not a good matchup in my opinion, but they actually did a good job. It gave me info that I did not know about. It gave me info on Iron Fist since I legit could not find anything on the guy. I legit wikis don't have anything for some reason. Just legit, I could not do any research on Iron Fist. So yeah, initially it did make me think that Iron Fist would at least put up a bigger fight, and honestly, he did. It, they covered good feats and gave Iron Fist respect. I don't watch the Q&As, but apparently they like to just attack Iron Fist with no holding back, just completely murder him, which is upsetting because honestly, in the TV shows I've seen with Iron Fist, he's a really good character, which makes me upset to see that they like killing him. And they kind of did in the death battle too, don't get me wrong, but at least they gave him respect in the death battle. Post trailer though, analysis though, that was flawless. I loved how they did it. They covered everything that was important, and even new stuff from the shows wasn't stuff, which was really cool. I'll give them that. They did a really good job on it. I have no complaints whatsoever about it. Okay, overall, good analysis. Analysis. Now, the fight. Oh, I have a lot of stuff to say about the fight. I trust me. First off, the beginning, it was perfect. I could see them. I could see that they did a really good job. The post fight seemed a bit off to me, but uh, mm, they honestly did a good job. They had the energy and charisma of Poe and captured it just as like in the movies. And of course they did so well with the voice acting. I'm just gonna take a minute to talk about it because honestly, the voice acting in this was top quality. They sounded like the person they were voicing. They acted like the person they were voicing. You could tell whoever did them put love into the characters. They wanted to have a good time. And, honestly, while I wanted it to be a 3D battle, they did a really good 2D fight. My favorite of which was the scene with the dragons, which I'll talk about in a minute. But you leading up to, but as the fight progressed, as it showed them holding nothing back against one another after the initial stop of the spar and into the actual fight, which I found personally really fucking cool. Well, the fact that just the fact that everything just pulled together so well, to make an epic fight that I personally loved. Now, honestly, again, I would change it to CG because I feel like that would have been a lot better for the episode, in general, but it was fine, I guess. Yes. Now, I'm going to talk about the spirit realm as if it's its own individual fight scene, because it was his entire scene. Now, I'm going to reference Nemesis because I feel like he did tap into this in a good amount during his review, but Poe changed outfits when he used the dragon and said some inspiring speech like he does in movies. He kind of just meditated for a second, then changed into his dragon form without any change of clothes or anything. And, like, he should have looked like this. Instead, he just looked like he normally does. That's fine, I guess. But I feel like it would have been better had they swapped had they done it differently. Also, though, I like to say that honestly, they did a good job animating the super form for Iron Fist. I felt like it was actually something that Iron Fist would do. It wouldn't look like. Though I feel like when they said that Iron Fist could absorb chi, I thought that they would legit just as recreate the death from Kung Fu Panda 3. I thought they would just have Iron Fist try and absorb a post chi, however you pronounce it, and just to fucking explode from the it. Honestly, though, I'll give it to them. The death was okay. Like Nemesis said, it should have ended his video. It should have ended with a better death. There was so many different possibilities, but it was fine, I guess. Yeah, it was good enough. But anyways, though, I'm gonna move on because, well, also post analysis, I'm gonna give them prompts because they did talk about how Poe probably doesn't even get phased by death, which could honestly make sense. I could make an entire video about how much I love Poe and his character and why he's one of the strongest fighters. It is, but I'm not gonna. Anyways, though, moving on to the predictions, I guess. Steven versus Ty. I'd like to say I really do like this matchup. A round of applause, please. Yep, a matchup I like this season. Season about fucking time. Like, I liked Geese versus Heihachi. Don't get me wrong, I loved that matchup. Especially after learning about the characters, I felt like, oh yeah, good matchup. But this is a matchup I loved from the start. I was hoping this matchup would happen this season, despite the fact I barely know either of the characters. I'm not lying here. I used to watch Star vs. the Forces of Evil all the time, but I only watched the first two seasons. I never got past season 2. I know the basics of Star and Steven Universe I never watched because I never wanted to. Look, Steven Universe fans, I'm sorry. It's just I felt like Steven Universe wasn't. Okay, I'm just gonna tell the truth. I just didn't want to watch it. Plus, my brother most of the time had control of the TV, and he didn't want to watch it. Overall, after learning this was a popular matchup, I looked into it, and the connections are there. There's a lot of connections between these two. And honestly, I just have to go and say, I'm really excited for it. Steven's Evans trailer came out today, and I can already tell that they're gonna compare him to who his mother, others, and durability feat from the fact that they literally calculated it. And yeah, but anyways, I do have to say that honestly, the fandom. Well, after reading the fandom's version, I went, that's a load of shit. I'm not lying. The fandom version is complete shit. That just was as biased. They straight up and gave Bull towards Star. Uh, Now, this is one of the closest matchups I've ever seen in Death Battle, because Steven's durability is more than enough to survive Star's attacks. Now, Nemesis made a good point in his prediction video, which I suggest you watch. I'm gonna suggest Nemesis in general because he's a good YouTuber, a lot better than yours truly. And yeah, just overall, I believe that this is one of Death Battle's closest matchups ever. But time to get into detail. Steven has has some power feats. Like he definitely can start with some of his more powerful attacks, but in general, Steven really how do I describe this? He doesn't have a good way to kill Star. I'm gonna say this now. Star is comparable to her ancestors, one of which, the one she's above her ancestors, one of which destroyed a universe for fun, as stated in one of the books, in the book, which is interesting. She's above a universe level a person who just destroys a universe for fun, which is honestly just a selling point. I get that some people say Steven is universal because Steven Universe. Fuck you. Legit. Anybody who uses that as their logic should go back to kindergarten. I didn't learn basic math. In all reality, though, I believe that Star is gonna win. Unless if Steven, there's a lot more than Steven that I know. I've only skimmed through his feats and stuff. I've also skimmed through Stars, so yeah. Of course, Nemesis enlightened me a lot after watching his video, so I would agree with him. Star's most likely gonna just undertake the win, and if Steven wins, I don't care. I honestly just don't care about who wins. I just want to see it. I just want a good fight and good reasoning, not the shit reasoning that the fandom gave in Steven can survive Evolve Star's attack, so he wins. The fandom can go fuck itself, honestly. I'm not gonna go into detail about why I hate the fandom sometimes. It's just that they're idiots that believe most of what Deathwow says. I take Deathwow as a bit of a joke channel. That's why I enjoy watching for the giggles and stuff, the laughs and stuff. I mostly just watch it because Boomstick's on it. Boomstick's one of my favorite characters of all time, if it's not obvious. Anyways, though, well, I guess that's gonna be it for today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell. Oh, and please, and I am renaming the channel. I'm still gonna be doing the introduction with my real name until I name, but the new channel name will be Zensing Inferno. I think it will most likely be that, and if I change my mind, then don't be surprised. Nice, because there's a bunch of different names I've been thinking about. Anyways, though, please, I hope who are just as excited as me for this next step out and loved the last one just as much as me. Me, me, and me. Anyways, I'll catch you on the flip side.